Okay, we've had a crazy morning here, but now we're live on the podcast. We had 73 listeners, so I'm pretty jacked. Teisha thinks we've hit our max, but I think we're just getting started. But
today's you peaked.
Yeah.
I got 20. I bet we have like 20. So 70 is like a huge, like.
I'm glad your mom raised you to set your limits high.
Yeah.
Do you think that's why you always think bad things are happening?
Maybe.
Yeah. My mom told me I could do anything, so I believe in us. Okay, so we're staging a house this weekend. We're realtors. For those of you that don't know, all 73 of you. And we move furniture. It's a lot of work. And
it's a bitch.
Yeah, it is. So anyway, we're staging this house, and Teisha's the boss of staging. So we got to talk to Dana because we got to have my audience.
Yeah.
So Teisha's the boss. Oh, the other day, I'm like, put the headphones on.
Oh,
she said.
I forgot.
The other day, we're staging with one of our clients. What's great about that's when we really get to know our clients because we show up like this and we joke with them and stuff.
Yeah.
But we show up and Regina's putting towels on. I'm telling her to take towels off. And we're whispering, and she's like, she's not going to like it. And I'm like, I know, she's going to yell at you. And Emily goes, does she really yell at you guys? I'm like, yeah, she's abusive. But anyways, so there's bunk beds, and Teisha gives us the comforters. Sometimes when Teisha doesn't want to do something staging, she just hands it to somebody, and that means go do it.
Like the hard, heavy lifting, I'm not a heavy lifter. I think if you look at me.
Well, now that you're in training with your warm-up outfit.
Like.
I pictured it with the high top shoes.
Yeah, no. I feel like if you look at me, I don't feel like I strike you as the muscle behind the operation. I'm more of like a delegator, if you will.
So anyways, she gives us the comforters for the bunk bed. I hate the bunk bed job too. I was trying to delegate it.
I hate making beds. Never made my bed a day in my life. Ben makes our bed every morning. Yes.
Oh, I make our bed every morning.
Yeah. Because you're just like Ben.
I am just like Ben. We say it all the time, and I am just like Ben.
Yeah.
Maybe not all the others, but I am just like Ben.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ben and I talk about.
No, and I feel like this weekend Kyle finally got to terms that him and I are the same.
Oh, he's known that.
I don't know, because now he's saying it all the time.
No, he knows it.
Oh.
No, this is the funniest thing. So we're going to the Bahamas in a few weeks.
Yeah.
And we've had just a big problem with the scheduling. My husband is very tough sometimes with vacations. He
doesn't like taking vacations.
He's in the fetal position. He says we're broke all the time. He tells me we're broke. He tells everyone we're broke. It's embarrassing. It's not like it's always flowing, but we are not broke. Like I grew up broke.
No, this is not broke.
This is not broke. It drives me nuts actually when people say that. Let's talk about that for a minute.
I think he thinks because like in his mind, if you can't put in a pool with all the bells and whistles without a care in the world, then you're broke. It's like, no, that's normal life.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you're normal. You're how every other working American is.
I don't think if you haven't been broke, you understand though what broke really is.
Right.
Like broke to me is like when we can't pay our mortgage payment. Like my parents many times were like, we might lose the house.
Yeah.
It might happen.
Oh yeah.
And you
coming home, no power turned on. That was broke.
No, that is broke. Yeah. That's like another level.
Yeah.
So I'm like really protective of the word broke. So Kyle always acts like we're broke. And I'm like, if we can pay our bills, that's not broke. Granted, now are we as saving as we could or should be? Probably not. But we're not anywhere near broke. Anyway, so Kyle always acts like we're broke when we're going on vacations. He gets mad, but Teisha can talk him into anything. So we normally plan vacations when we're on a vacation because then he's relaxed and thinking this is fun.
He's the best. He's so tight wound, and then you get him on vacation and he's like, it's like
you get a car.
Yeah, you get a car. You get a car. He's doing it all. Like
he's so much more fun on vacation.
He's buying $100 ski gloves. I'm like, what are we doing? He's like, come on, Tish, you know. But then like 5 days prior, he's like, I am not going on that vacation. We are not eating that. Like
yeah. So speaking of, Kyle will never listen to this podcast, so we can talk about this stuff. But well, he might. But we have an excursion that we want to go on in the Bahamas. That's very expensive, and there's no way in heck that he would agree to it, but we're going. I'm just gonna pay Teisha on the side.
Yeah.
You know, that's kind of why I work. Just to have my own little money that I can do what I want with, you know? Like I might have just planned a summer vacation that he doesn't know about. I don't know if he's coming.
Yeah.
But I got it booked and set so that I can cancel if I need to, you know? But anyways, so he doesn't know that we're gonna go on that excursion. He thinks we're not, but we're gonna. We're not saying that's good to do with your marriage. It's better to be honest.
Yeah.
Like no, we can't. Anyways.
We already talked about
So we're doing the staging. I'm doing the bed. You have to stuff it in a bunk bed, you know? Stuff the comforter in. It hurts my nails. We're lifting. Shove. So you know how Teisha does the IES? We might not have played that podcast yet, but Teisha says IES to everything. I'm kind of picking it up. It's actually not a bad thing. So it sounds better. So she's like, yeah, Ben and I talk about shovies all the time. Because we were tucking the comforter, and she goes,
like, you
shovies?
really gotta shove it in there. And I said, shovies? And then she said, wait, what's shovies? Is that a real thing? And that's when she was texting you, Dana. And I said, leave Dana alone.
No, that was the other times. You were fine with the shovies. So I said, wait, is shovies real? And then you could see her think about, should I tell her? I shouldn't tell her. And I go, it is real. What is shovies?
This is so inappropriate.
And shovies, no, it's real life. Shovies, for our listeners, 73 of you, shovies is something that she does in the bedroom. And I'm not going to go into detail, but she takes something and does shovies. And that's all I'm going to say.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, you guys say the word out loud,
You're not just saying that. You have to say what it really is, because I
think they are describing it.
What you're saying makes me think of other things.
I think it's worse. What the real? Go ahead. Why don't you explain?
Well, no, like you're making me feel like I'm shoving other things. I'm only
just
shoving
Ben.
one thing. My husband. I'm gonna throw up. This is so private.
This is an E. We're getting the E on this podcast. Oh boy. For some of you, our listeners, we're just trying to be real. We don't want to be fake.
Once I explain what shovies is, everyone else said they do shovies too. Everyone we worked with does shovies. Maybe not Regina.
Regina doesn't do shovies.
Never.
She was like,
Christy was like, oh yeah. And you were like, oh yeah.
So
when you're shoving it, like they like it when you're like they act like they like when you act like you can't get enough. And we don't call it shovies while we're doing it. It's more like earlier in the day, shovies later.
Well, I was saying, if I said shovies to Kyle in the middle, it would be like, because it's like the wrong kind of baby talk. If you're doing that aggressive shove, saying shovies is ruining the whole point to doing the shove. And I was like, do you guys say that like during, like, ooh, shovies?
No.
And I was like, it would be.
Shovies is like earlier in the day when he's wanting to play later. He will be like, shovies? Or when I'm wanting to get him fired up, because I like to sometimes send him on his day like that. Is that rude?
No, that's perfect.
Yeah, like I'm like, oh, shovies later? And then he's like all perked up for work, Sometimes he comes home at lunch and then I'm all watching Vanderpump. I'm all, yeah, later. No, I'm just kidding. But so I'll be like, oh, shovies later. And then he's all, ooh,
Yeah, so shovies. So now the whole day, in front of our client even, we're saying shovies. And we're making the bed, we're saying shovies. Oh, it's the best word now, though. I'm using it all the time. Yeah. Everything's a shovies, if you think about it.
Yeah.
Not really.
I'm a what? I feel like that got weird. What? No. I was like, nothing's a shovey. Nothing in the whole world besides shoving the bunk bed and then the other thing. There's nothing else.
I'm crying.
Like, what? Got so weird. Everything
your face, shovies. Like I saw it go through your mind.
I was like, no. Oh my God.
She always thinks I'm some weird, crazy, Blake star, and I'm not. And so she looks at me sometimes.
Star?
I don't want to say that. We already have the E, but no, but I'm not. So when I said that, you think I'm shoving all kinds of things.
Yeah, that's why, no.
And I'm not. Oh my gosh, I knew shovies would be good.
Though.
I couldn't even talk about it till.
But everybody does shovies.
I'm sure many people do shovies.
Yeah.
On our page, go ahead and like and comment if you do shovies.
Like and comment below if you do shovies.
What do you call it?
Yeah, what do you call it?
Oh.
I bet it's way dirtier than shovies. I'm just going to say it right now. It's probably I don't even want to.
I'm not that bad.
Yeah, it's probably
Oh my gosh. Yeah, okay, let's talk about this then. Teisha is very fond of the missionary. It's just her go-to.
Mishies.
Do you call it that?
Yeah. Of course I call it that.
Wait, so what do you say?
I say mishies or sideys. Those are the options. This morning, it was the same thing. I said sideys. He's like, no, mishies.
I can't breathe.
With the cookies?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Where Crystal's like, yeah, do me dirty, raw dog. She's way more it's what is going on?
It is not. I think you think that in your head.
I do.
It's not. It's not like that. There's no shovies or sideys. It's like.
You said shovies. You do shovies.
I don't say the word shovies.
Yeah, but you shove it.
I don't actually shove it that much.
I don't shove it every time. It's like a special occasion. It's like,
No, we actually start off with like kissing. You don't like to kiss.
I don't like to kiss.
She plays dodge 'em.
He's coming in and I'm like, ooh. I feel like I don't love to kiss.
Why?
I don't know. It's like, let's just get to the point. You know?
What every guy wants to hear.
I know. I feel like that's a dream.
No, we kiss and like I'll do all the things. It's not dirty. It's just not mishies.
Well, I'm just more like, let's get to the point. I've got things to do, places to go, people to see.
So this morning, it's like Chevy's or Sides before school.
Yeah. At like 6 a.m.
And then what you picked?
Well, and then he got his way.
What was his way?
Well, I wanted Sides because it's just easier.
So what was his way then?
Mishies.
So you did mishies?
Yeah.
Oh, mishies is his preferred?
If it's Sides or mishies. He doesn't love the Sides.
No, because it's like, what do they call it? When corpsing?
Corpses. Deadsies. Necrophilia. Like, it's like,
I think that's how he feels. He wants to know you're into it. That's what he wants to look at
I know,
you.
but I'm not always into it.
Oh,
That's
I know.
why-
I don't like when they're looking at me when I have stuff to do. I'm like, don't watch me.
Yeah, and
I'm here.
That's the thing. I feel like I'm a really good wife. Like, I feel like the frequency in this regard. I mean, I can improve on other wife duties, but in this regard, I feel like the frequency is there, but it's not always like a whole like experience. It's like, let's just cut to the chase and move on.
Yeah.
But it's great. I love it, but I'm not like trying to drag it out. All right, moving on.
Okay, anyways, I want to move on about something really more important. Did anyone watch Vanderpump this week? Oh my gosh, did you watch it?
Yeah.
It was so crazy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, but like, why doesn't everybody know? It's so obvious.
I know. I really felt the worst part. They did a top 5, like, worst scenes, or like, and they were all so bad. But the number one was when Ariana was like, he would never do that to me. I trust my boyfriend. I trust her. And she's going on, if anyone watches Vanderpump Rules, there's a big scandal where Sandoval cheated on his girlfriend of 8.5 years with their good friend.